Welcome to Attican Plays Sweet Transit. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 1, Episode 8 of Sweet Transit, our first look. I noticed something when I was editing 7. Look at this. Look at dummy. Remember our deal with the 25%? Well, it's not unloading 25% because we're missing 25% of our platform. So fix that, and now this guy will unload fully. The other thing is, while we're here, look at this. Dummy strikes again. There we go. Almost there we go. And there we go. Now we have all 4 platforms. I'm missing the platform over here. That's becoming my favorite mistake. You know how in Railway Empire it's forgetting supply towers. In this game, it's forgetting platforms. And this one's right. Oh, and look at this. We loaded without the defect this time. No missed connections here. Do we have any problems? No problem. That's better. No problems. That's the right number. Now, what do we want to do in this one? They want us to build the clay pit. They want us to produce more wood. I'm going to think of those two kind of together, actually even the potatoes, to 480. What's 480? We're doing 300. We need 2 more of these to go to 480, right? Is that right? 6. Sorry, I'm having this horrible math fail for some reason. Oh no, we need way more than that. Good grief. These are producing 60 a minute. We would need, oh wow, we need a lot of potatoes to do that. We'll think about that one later. The wood, like to do that. Yes. Okay, we're going to do the wood. We're going to do the bricks, all in conjunction with, ta-da, making a new village. So here's the plan. Let's lay out a plan. We're going to have bricks right here. And I'll explain why it's going to go there and how it works later. But there's going to be bricks here. We'll have clay coming from here. We've got our coal under control right now. The bricks need clay and coal. Okay? And workers. And we need more wood production. And we have... and we're going to build a new village. And the purpose of that village is going to be to provide staff for the new wood production and for the bricks. Because we have, we've got a nice equilibrium going right here. We seem to have a right, I don't know what the magic numbers are, but we seem to have a nice mix going here. And what I'm not sure, we're still growing a little bit. We should be. Let me run this speed. Yeah, we should be 5,400. That's the number that should be here because we have 180 houses, labor residences. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, now the world makes sense to me. 5,400 is our population in Proctorville, and that seems to have kind of hit on a nice little balance with all the stuff we've got going on driven out of Proctorville, right? We're not having major staffing problems. Once in a while, we'll there'll be a delay getting people out or whatever, but it seems to be working reasonably well. And we seem to be hauling our stuff and we're keeping up with everything. But if we look at our wood, look at that. Our upkeep is now 325 versus production of 289. So we're actually eating up now faster out of that warehouse than we're making it over here. So no matter how good our trains are, eventually we're going to be in trouble. Even though we've got 1,100 now, if that upkeep is higher than that, that means we're always losing. It's like having debt. If you're always paying off your debt, you're not getting ahead. And that's what's going to happen to us here. So we're going to open up a new city. We're going to put it right down here. And we're going to put it right down here because this is, it's not fertile land. So we won't be taking up fertile land, but it's close to fertile land. So we could do like a wood business. right? Maybe potatoes if we want to grow more. And it'll be close to this so that we can support bricks. So let's do that first. Let's open up our new village. So we're going to go here and we're going to go, and I should say, we have, I think, didn't we, oh no, I'm sorry. Whoa, brain cramp. Never mind. I ignore everything I just said. Okay. Well, ignore it more than you normally do. I'm sure you ignore most of what I say, but really ignore that. Okay. I want to situate a little city down here. We want to make sure it's got some water. Doesn't have to need too much, but it needs to have some shoreline for fishing. That looks good. So we're going to rename this city Chesapeake. So there's Chesapeake. And we'll put some, kind of do our usual blocks of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And notice that when we put in Chesapeake, we have the same little deal as before. It's like we're starting over. It's going to start with the requirements of a startup village. So we're going to put a station in Chesapeake. Well, like this. Okay. Now, I'll be careful since we're in a new world with a new village. Advice. Once you have 2 or more villages, people start wanting to travel, and they're willing to lay down coin to do so. Travelers will pay you to transport them to their destination. People will start gathering at the station to travel if a train stops with swap travelers action. So what it's telling us, the way I'm reading that is, if we set up a train line between a passenger line between Chesapeake and Proctorville and set it up correctly to say you can travel, then we're going to get people here who want to go to Proctorville and vice versa. Let's finish this first. I want you to notice something about the station. It's going to be small. Notice something else about this station. It's just going to have 1 track. And it's going to make a nice tight loop. On itself like so. So we minimize the footprint that it takes up. Now, we are going to want to be able to go kind of out both ends and in both ends. So let's go out. I think that mountain range right there is past our boundary. Let's just see. If we go in here, yeah, long as we go out, kind of out like that, and we'll want to come in too. Come in and join the system like that. So that will get us in and out of Chesapeake from this way. And let's go out the other way too. Might as well reserve the space. So this will be the end. Where does Chesapeake end over here? All right, we need to go out here on that mountain range. So we can just run see, we're going to have a shoot. We'll run a second line that's like this there. And this line is going to need to go yeah, like that. And that'll be out of the city. It was that spot right there. Out of our little village. So let's go down like this. Around. And like that. There we go. Now that is sort of a, you can get all the way through, and that's minimum impact on Chesapeake. And I'm going to rename the station. I want to call it CHP for Chesapeake Passenger. And that's just what we've got here. It's just our little passenger station. We are going to give it some coal storage. And yeah, there's the foundation for Chesapeake. Now that will allow us to build all around this, and we can just do some little bridges over the track, and it's a minimal impact on our little world. Okay, so let's get Chesapeake going here. Notice how our very small build list right now. Let's go out. Build a nice little boring grid for Chesapeake. Okay, and let's put in some houses. We'll start with 20. That's 20, and go. And we'll let it run till we get. Now this is going to be herky-jerky, sorry. We're going to build a water tower. And I want to get it just so it'll hit that corner one over there. And down here, same deal. Okay, good. So we got water. And then it's going to want us to hit 50, which we'll do very quickly. Okay. Now we want to mark it. And we'll put a market. I think right here. Let me do one thing. Let me go out one more and see if we want to go out here. No, we don't. Okay. Market right there. So we build a market and they want us to have 100 people. Oh, shoot. Well, I thought I had that. I thought I had that nailed. Let's give them another market. Let's put a market out here. Make sure that'll work. Yeah, okay. And they want a church. Gonna put a church right in the center of town. And let's see, they all have a church. Oh, then they're going to need food. So we'll, does that market hit? That market does hit, okay? So they can do some, they're going to need a small storage to support that. Okay, so now we've got people being fed, they're getting fish, we're growing, everybody's happy. And we've got 20 houses, which is perfect for right now to get for our starter village. And we could actually put a bakery in Chesapeake right now. Now that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, it's interesting, but I'm going to ignore it for now because the purpose of Chesapeake, remember, is for our wood and our bricks. We're going to do the wood first because that could be a disaster if we don't have wood going. So let's go pick a nice spot out here. I think this might be a little small. Let's just look. If I go, yeah, you got all this water in the mountain. If we put a distribution center here, we'd be butting into the mountain and the water. Little thing here. It's too small an area. I think we could do it out here, but let's do it right here. There's a good lush spot. So let's put in a distribution center and put it in here where we've got room around it, room to get by it. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Okay. So now we've got a distribution center. We're going to run out from that distribution center. And let's go down this side. And I think we'll put the station right here. Remember, we're going to come from Proctorville. Go this way. We'll put the station right here. And then remember, too, that we have to go this way to get up here to link into this warehouse. So, yeah, and if we envision bricks here, clay here, we're going to end up building another loop. So we got our loop, our original loop here, and we got some stuff going on up here and down here. But now we're going to make another, the Chesapeake loop, that goes to the warehouse and comes back out. So there's a certain symmetry there that I find somewhat appealing. Now we're going to need a station here, but that station is only going to need 2 platforms. One for passengers, one for freight. So we're going to grab this double over here. Let's go grab our template, grab this coal mine template, come over here, find our wood, and flop this around. And place that station right there. So we've got enough room to get tracks through here, so that's good. Here's our looping station. Now we're going to modify this and have it work like this. We're going to have an inside track like so. And that inside track is going to be for our passengers to come in, our workers. And we'll have an outside track. Actually, they can get tighter too, I think. Well, wait a minute, let me think about this one a second. I think it'd be easier for me if I just blow this up and rethink it. Okay. I went too far. You go there. Yeah, we want the chains out. Okay. So the tightest loop we can make is actually that. Is that right? It is, okay. So there's our tightest loop. That's going to be our passenger line. This one over here is going to be the freight line. And the freight is oriented this way. So we're going to run our line up here to go up to this. And here I am building diagonal track again. Maybe I should, jeez. Maybe I should think about being a square. Okay. Let's come up like this. Okay. We'll run as much non-diagonal track as we can. And that will take us into the system. That will take us out of it. Okay, we'll come down here. Let's see. You're going to join this, and you're going to join this. And I want this to be 5. Let's do 3 shunt lines. So 5. Okay, that's okay. And I think I like to do them off of here. They'll look better if they just hang off of this. Could just put them right here. As long as we have 2 lines over here for kind of track that runs by, then we're good. We can have as much of this as we want. So let's think about this as coming off of here. No. It's always easier to join from the outside. So instead of coming off of this, it makes a cleaner one if you go in like that. Okay? And then we want to do another one. I think it has to come from here. Yeah. 2. And 3 like that. And that leaves a space over here. That's cool. Okay. Now the shortest one needs to be 25. Or 22, excuse me. All right, so why don't we do this? Let's delete this one. And then let's build it and see how long it is. And make it 22. And it's going to need to be able to exit as well. Okay. Well, that's easy. Just run it like that. Then each one of these will come in and feed into that. How lovely is that? All right. Ah, what are you doing? 1. Ah, it slipped. What are you doing? There. And I think I'm going to put, we're going to put a requirement line right up here, a requirement signal, and it's going to say only cargo trains can go this way. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. So there's a lovely shunt line feeding into this station, which we're going to rename. It didn't have a. It's just station 1 generic because we don't. It doesn't know what we're going to build out here, but we're going to do Sawmill 2. Okay, so we have Sawmill 2. And now that that template's made, that's going to come in handy for other things. Okay, so Sawmill 2 can handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trains out here at the station, let alone the fact that they're going to be flying around all over the place. So this is excellent. Then we're going to put a restriction right here that says only type passengers can come into this lane. So that's how the passenger line, the workers, will get in to the system. And we could have even, if we wanted to save a couple of dollars or whatever, we could have made a shorter track on this side. That would have been fine. Shorter platform, shorter track, but who cares? It's fine. Now, how do they get out? Can they leave? They come in, they go. Now here's where this is. We want everybody actually to leave this way. So our freight train's set up to leave, and we want our passenger lines set up to leave like that. So here's your leaving signal, and we'll go up here and cut up some blocks, and you're going to come down here. And this one right here is actually the train isn't going to go into the passengers and then loop back around and go to the passengers again. So we don't really need this. We just need this, and now we've got a runway. Okay, we can put one here and here. There we go. So we can actually have multiple passenger trains queued to come in here as well if we want to. And that one right there is wrong. It needs to be a regular signal. So, oh my word! Look at this. I just placed chain signals all the way up through there, so it would be looking all the way up to the end, and it wouldn't leave until it could see it could get all the way up to the warehouse. It would never move. Okay, now that one's correct. That needs to be a chain. That's a chain in. And we've got one here. And then we close the loop right there. That's good. And then coming back, we get regular markers. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a work of art. Except our workers are actually going to come from Proctorville or Chesapeake. And I'm seeing them coming like this. I mean, we could go like this somehow, but I think I like this. So let's do this, and we'll come up there and figure out how we're going to make it all fit together. So we'll go up here like this. Kind of build our square track. This is that left-hand side, so it wants to come down through here like this. There, can turn there. And then the other piece of track, okay. So if you're coming like this, That was another slip. All right, we want to be able to join it right here. What we could do is use we could use the T junction, put one here. Yeah, why don't we do that? And since we built nice on the square, so to speak, we can actually use it. All right, so let's go, let's kill this section right through here. Put this in, like so. Connect it back up. There we go. And then we're going to run this up here. Like so. So if you're coming from Chesapeake with workers, you'll come up here, you'll come in, you'll see you can't go this way, you'll go this way, you'll drop off your workers, you'll come out here, and you'll go back. And then our freight trains will be running back and forth to the warehouse, come down from the warehouse, can't go there, we'll go there, pick one of these, get in the queue, when it's open, go pick up some goods and take off to the warehouse. And we've done a reasonable job of keeping it on the north, south, east, west kind of thing. Okay, so let's give them something to pick up, shall we? Sawmill. What's that right there? What is that? What is that? We can't build there. You know what? Oh, look. What are those? Can you guys spell oil? Can anybody spell oil? I think we've discovered oil. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm looking ahead thinking this game's going to have oil and diesel, and I think we just discovered, man, we may be building right in the middle of a giant oil field, actually. I think we are. You know what? We don't know that. We don't know that, so we're going to build it. Okay. I'll bet you money we are, though. All right, let's see how few of these we can use. Okay, there we go. There's one. There's two. Extend our road. Can't build out there, so I'm just going out here and seeing what's the minimum number of rows that I need to make to hit the 120. So it's as compact as I can get it. Okay. And we're targeting 5 right now because we want to double. We want it at 600. And see that 289? We're going to investigate that in a minute because that's suspicious. I think I know what happened. We'll go see if I got it right. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we haven't even. We're only using. Look at this. We've got 4 fully functional sawmills, or they will be when they have people, and we haven't even. All we've done is work on the outside of this guy. That's pretty cool. Now we can go up this way. Why don't we do one on the inside just to see what that's going to be like? And actually, at this station, I kind of forgot. Do I want? Well, we don't need fuel here because you'll get fuel at the warehouse for the freight trains or Chesapeake for the passenger trains, so that's okay. All right, why don't we put one? If we look at the size of this, we're only going to be able to probably put one in here, period. So we could just start it right here and see where it goes. All right. Let's put one on the inside just to see how that works. If we put it there as 110, that's 116. There we go. Okay. So there's 5. So it looks like we're probably going to be able to get 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 in the inside. 4 on the outside here. Maybe 4 here and maybe 4 here. 4. So like 20 sawmills if we want them. This one place. We may not have enough shut lines. We probably, simple factor, we probably won't be able to load fast enough to do that. All right, so we need 200 workers up there, and we need some trains hauling wood. So let's set up. Oh, did we do both our lines? We did. And Proctorville's actually hooked into the system. And I think did we do our signals down here? No, we didn't. We didn't at all. Okay, we need to signal up Proctorville. Okay, you're coming in like this. You're going out like that, right? Out, in, okay. So this line here doesn't mean anything. And signal in, define the end, we chain out, and we go here, and it's too short, we just leave it one block. Come out of here and go, we'll finish that before we worry about all those signals. We'll chain into this and we'll close this block off right there and right here. Although we're going to have to come back to that. Okay, so now Proctorville has signals. Now we need this. We need to close this off and come up through here. Okay. And we need to go up here to the way up here to the other end and drag signals down through here. And coming all the way back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So I think I said Proctorville a couple times. Chesapeake is ready to start at least attempting to send people to the sawmill. And so let's see, what do we need? We need a train and a line that goes passenger CHP to saw 2. Okay. And we need a line that goes from saw 2 to the warehouse. And there you're going to run full and you're going to go to the warehouse. Beautiful. Let's see what happens if we put some trains on this. So Control T, And we needed 200. That's a 5. So let's get a P5 and build it and put it on passenger Chesapeake to the saw 2. And then we're going to need, oh shoot. I just made another one. Doggone it. I'm going to kill that one. What I wanted was flat. Yeah, flat. Let's do a couple. And we're going to what in the world? What have I done? Oh, that's the box cover. Jeez, sorry. All right, punch in here. Okay, you're going to... Oh, I'm hitting this thing here. I want that. I keep moving them around in the queue. I want to go Sawmill 2 to the warehouse. And I want to go Sawmill 2 to the warehouse. And I want to kind of watch these puppies go. There goes our Chesapeake train. Let's follow this dude. And here comes our passenger train in. And he's loading up people and heading back to the sawmill. We've got a train in there loaded up. We've got another one in the queue waiting. And here comes the passengers, or the workers. And they take the right paths and come into the sawmill and deliver workers. And look at that. Look at that. We got them going. Now, remember I said that weird thing, that 289? So let's go fix that. That has to be over here because that existed before we built all this. Remember when we did this and we deleted some stuff here? So my guess is this fella right here. Look at this. He's short wood. So let's go up this way. I mean, he could go back here if he wants to. Oh, he's already got it. He's got his 120. All right. Let's just double check the rest of these. He's good. Now he's 100%. 3, 4, 5. All right. We should hit 600 very quickly. Very quickly. It's teasing us. There we go. We hit the wood. We got another couple 100,000, some more bricks, and we got increased our wealth cap to 1.2 million. Okay, good. Good. So we've got wood, and there's a train full of wood headed off right now. Now he is out of, who's out of fuel? Is he out of fuel? Yeah. Okay, we don't have any fuel going to Chesapeake. So, that was actually going to be part of the whole setup for this. So I think we're going to sit here on pause. We've got enough resources to build, and we're going to set this thing up here. We're going to go build a clay pit, okay? And we're going to put a station on that. And then we're going down by building that opened up our brick stuff. So the bricks work like this. We now have this Brickworks we can build. You can see there, it can hold clay and coal and bricks, and it takes clay and coal to produce bricks, and has a workforce of laborers and something else. These green dudes. We'll read about them in a minute. Okay, so the other thing about it is it works a lot like a distribution center. So notice we're putting it out here in the country rather than in a city, and it can't be too close to the clay, and it can't be too close to the warehouse. So we're going to put it right here, leave some space over here to make sure we can get track through there without using up its space, and then bump it right up against the warehouse. Now Brickworks Brickworks Create Brick. Another reliable, by the way, the English in this has been really good for what I know about it. I can actually understand what's being said. Some of these games that are developed wherever, the translation to English is just like almost unreadable. These are really good. Brickworks Create Bricks. Another reliable but heavy building material. To produce brick, you will need a kiln with drying yards connected to it by roads. Thank you, got it. So here we go. Here's our build list for the Brickworks. It has a stone road, that's new, and notice this, movement range 150%. That's huge. So we've got stone road, stone bridge, and we got the kiln and the drying yard. The kiln and the drying yard go hand in hand. They're like a team, and you can't have one without the other. Well, you can, but they don't work. So you need a kiln matched to a drying yard in every case. So we're going to go like this. We're going to drag a line up here like this, build a stone road, because that's what's available to us, out here to this point, and this is where we're going to put our Brickworks station, right here, nice and convenient for the warehouse. And we're going to start with a couple of these. Okay, so we're going to have kiln and drying yard. And what happens is that the clay is harvested at this pit, which we're going to set up. We bring it over here. It is dried out in the drying yard, and then it goes to the kiln. And it's heated up in a kiln, which is like a big oven. The kiln, that's why we need the coal to heat it up and turn it into brick. And this Brickworks right here just coordinates all the activities. And notice it says 20 people and 20 craftsmen, 20 laborers, 20, these are craftsmen. By the way, we could read this. Craftsmen are experienced workers. They take pride in their work and produce advanced goods. They have higher needs but pay more taxes. So, like every city building game you've ever seen, we're now moving into a higher level of citizen, and we can anticipate bigger and more complex things that they demand, and more money coming from them, and the usual thing. Okay, so there's that. We need a station here, and want to do a 4-platform station here because we got 4 things going on. Got passengers, workers coming in and out. We've got clay coming in and out. We've got coal coming in and out, and we're going to take out bricks to take to the warehouse. So the nicest 4-bagger we've got is right over here in Proctorville. At least it's a nice one. So we're going to go up here, grab this, grab our template for Proctorville, and bring it down here to the coal, or to the bricks, and attach it like so. So you can see our Brickworks station is attached to the Brickworks, and the Brickworks then, similar to a distribution center, although it's not linked to so many of them, it consists of a Brickworks, 2 drying yards, and 2 kilns. All right. So there we go. And I said again, it says 20 and 20. This has some requirements, a couple of people. This has requirements, right? But if we run this for just a second and come back and look at it, It says 60 and 54 now. But what it's doing is the Brickworks is giving you the total of what its whole outwork, the whole thing needs. The whole kit and caboodle needs 60 laborers and 54 craftsmen to run. And so, but we have this little catch-22 almost, which is we don't have craftsmen, so how are we going to do this? Well, we're just going to supply laborers to the Brickworks and let them work, and it won't be 100% efficient because we won't have everything we need, but we can start making bricks. And then up here, once we produce 300 brick, we will open up the town hall, which is an upgrade to our city, and then the craftsman residence. So that's our next goal, is to produce 300 brick from this system. And what do we got here? The fuel one bothers me unless it's over there. Okay, that 2 just means the train's out of coal and the tender's out of coal. That's why there's 2 errors there on one train. All right, back to Brickworks. Where did our Brickworks go? Here we go. All right, so we want to attach the Brickworks to this warehouse. Oh, and I see something else we need to do. We'll fix it here, and I'll explain how it's relevant to this too. Very relevant. Okay, so let's complete our loop for the Brickworks. We need a little loop like so. Okay, and then we need to be able to come out of this. So we're going to just come out of this and down and merge. And then we need to be able to go back up. And I think I'd like to go back up like a straight shot right there. Like so. Okay, so now we've hooked it in so we can come out of the warehouse and come down, because we're going to bring coal from up there. And we need to be able to go back up. Now here's where I was saying this was incomplete with the sawmill. Notice a train would have to go all the way up here, use this to do a U-turn to come down here to get in. So we got this a little messed up. So what we want to be able to do here is take, let's do it like this. We'll just put a little loop like this. So now you can come down. In fact, we're going to get rid of that signal and move it back. We've created a new junction, so we've got to chain in here, here, here. And this will be the close off of it, and we need to shut it off right there. Okay, so now you can come up like your sawmill or the bricks. You can come up, go around this loop, and go into one of the platforms, and then come out and go back this way or down that way. Okay, we've got some junctions we built here. We've got a 2 in, one out right there, so 2 lines merging into 1. And we've got the opposite. We've got 1 into 2 on this side. And then we go up here and we've got I think I'm going to make that a chain now. And then we'll have a chain in. Don't really need that, but I'm going to put it there. Yeah, we literally don't need it. This is going to read this one to decide if it can move ahead, either this way or up there. Okay. All right, so now this train here, hopefully, I think the way they're programmed, they recalculate when they get the change signals. So I'm hoping, well, he may already have it set this time. See how he's going way up here? We really just want him to obviously go in there, and he should from now on. He may even recalculate when he gets up there. In fact, that'd be worth watching. Let's just watch that real fast. Here he comes up here. Let's see. Okay, let's see his no, he's got it set. He calculated it once. We could force recalculations, with signals and stuff. I don't think we need to. I think next time he runs, he'll have a nice thing. We certainly don't want him going up here and doing a U-turn. Although that's the nice thing about these clover leaves, they also act as U-turns. So there he goes. There he's making his delivery, doing the best he can. And he'll come down here. This one's queued up loading. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so back here, we've got our Brickworks, and we want to go down here and so let's grab a nice little 2-platform station at coal mine, and let's attach it right there to that clay pit we just opened up. All right, I just had a glance at the clock and realized this has been going a while. Why don't we plan on taking up from here in the next episode? We got a lot done here, set up our new village of Chesapeake. We started a new sawmill going with staff from Chesapeake, and we'll work on those bricks next time. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Sweet Transit video. Thank you.